So I guess we're doing things.
We're doing things. Hey guys, welcome to Rick and
Robert, do stuff.
All right, this is going to be a little bit different video because I'm actually bringing something off the cuff to Robert today, just talking about an idea. I know, let me set the backdrop for you. Let me break it down for you fellas. Oh, sorry, that's terrible. What it is I really have an issue with motivation. I always have to have, I can't do stuff just to be doing stuff. Now, I don't know how many of you guys will have that issue, but that is one of my things. I usually have to have some kind of big, hairy goal out in front.
I thought you said dude next to you.
No, I have to have some big, hairy dude next to, no, motivate, no. Big hairy goal, trying to shoot forward. So I was trying to think. We're in this time. We're kind of in the lockdown situation, but things are going to look up, and later on we're going to move forward from all this stuff. So, but for me, I've always had, like, even with this stuff in place, I've got some travel ideas and some things that I was thinking about, Rob. Now, what I want to try to do is get your ideas on it. All right. So one of the things that you motivated me there, I said it. One of the things that you did a couple weeks, months, years back, where you did the burpee challenge.
Yeah.
And the burpee challenge, what was it? It was 1,000 burpees.
It was 100 burpees a day.
100 burpees
for 100 days.
For 100 days. Okay, that's what I couldn't remember. I couldn't remember if it was like 30 days, 90 days, 100 days.
burpees a day, 100 days. 100 times 100 is 10G.
10G. All right, so that adds the math up in my head to make it legit. Here was my thing. Okay, we always talk about we got to get our bodies summer ready. Got to get beach ready. Some of us have a little harder time with that than others, and I'm one of those harder time folks. And so one of my ideas, Rob, was I was trying to think, we always like set a goal, like a place that we're going to visit or a place we're going to travel. And especially now it seems even farther out than what it normally would be because of finances or whatever. Now we've got all this plus all that stuff. So anyway, what I was trying to think of is those are still going to be goals when all this is said and done. But moving forward, but I want to be ready for those things. And now travel's my thing. That's not everybody's thing, but you can set your own goal. But what I'm thinking about doing is I hate burpees, and so I know they're really good for me. If you hate stuff, it's usually pretty good for you, right? And I remember that the transformation that you made just through the burpee challenge was pretty. Your strength went through the roof. You're feeling, your running went through the roof. I think you're still reaping benefits from that burpee challenge.
For sure. And I don't fear the burpees anymore.
Yeah, and see, I'm very fearful of the burpees, but I know the only way to fall in love with the burpee is just to pretty much do it. And so anyway, what I was saying was we were talking a couple of weeks ago, Key West, Florida is bucket list type stuff for me. A lot of folks have been. I've never had the opportunity. However, that's my place I want to go. I think I've never went because I may never leave. I don't know. We'll just see how it goes. But doing the math, and I've actually pointed out how to get there. I've actually made plans for the trip 3 or 4 different times, 3 or 4 different ways. Never dropped the dime on it, but I always had that plan or vision. And so right now, after all this is said and done, some of our other things are probably going to be out of the picture for a little while. Some of our bigger trips, like Europe, stuff like that. It's still stuff I want to do, but it's probably going to be off the radar for a little bit. But Key West is going to be still pretty real when this thing gets back. So what I think I'm going to do, Rob, is I think I'm going to set up a map, and I've got it figured out. It's about 1,000 miles from where we live here in Virginia to Key West, Florida. It's 995 miles via the Google Maps. So what I was thinking was I would do, because I'm not going to do 1,000 burpees at one set, and so I'm going to plan it out. And I'm starting at the bottom, starting at the basement.
That hurts me.
So what I'm thinking is set up, Key West is my goal. I think with 1,000 burpees, that'll be a good start. And I'm going to mark it on the map, and so instead of counting just burpees as mark-offs, I'm going to mark them as miles on the map. And what's going to happen is I think it's pretty cool. I know folks in different places in different areas, or there are things that'll be interesting. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to plot places on the map.
Okay.
And so say I do 60 burpees. Say I do 60 burpees in the next 2 days, and then so that's going to put me probably around Winston, Salem, North Carolina. It's about 65 miles away from here. And so, but I've got friends in Winston, and so what I'll do, instead of, like, I can't physically go see them at this point, but when I make it to Winston on my burpee list, then I'll give give my buddy a call.
Yeah.
Or
Oh,
revisit.
cool.
I've got a cousin that lives there, and so I'll touch base with him. Now, of course, we don't all have friends in every place that we want to travel, so I'll probably travel on down the road a little bit, and I'll probably end up in some little town in South Carolina that
Yeah.
holds like 5 people, and that's cool. I still can't visit there, but I will. What I would do is like when I make it to that place in South Carolina, look up the town, see how far, and then kind of just check it out to see what it's about, what it's famous for, what is its landmark, stuff like that. So not only am I going to get the workout, but I'm also going to get, and I'm going to be headed in the right direction, but it's also going to keep my goals alive and something like that.
Like a virtual road trip.
Like a virtual road trip, except
Damn.
through an exercise that's going to keep me going. And if you stop at a point, I know Jacksonville, Florida is a place that's along the path. Then I would just spend an evening or a day just studying Jacksonville, trying to figure out where places would maybe be. If I actually went on the road trip, or when I get to go actually on the road trip, checking that place out. So. That's a pretty cool idea. So, and so and there's a lot of people that have done a lot of traveling. We've done a lot of traveling. I know you've done way more than I have. But I think even if you've got some kind of goal, if your goal's not travel, if you got a different goal, you could set it out there and then kind of make. It's like I'd almost call it trademark TM circle. It's like roadmap fitness.
Gotcha. Oh, roadmap fitness.
Roadmap fit. I just came up with that. See, that's why the reason I was wanting to do this on the camera.
Point-to-point fitness.
Point-to-point fitness.
I like it. I like the roadmap fitness. That's a great idea. I can see how just traveling around, taking your virtual road trip and just doing that, you have the motivation, today I got to get 50 more because I really want to see what this town's about because you know where you're at already. Or I want to get to Charlotte tomorrow. Or I want to get, this could be across the city. You could do Appalachian Trail. You could do across the city or across the country. You're we're at 40. What is it?
Route 66.
Route 66. That's what I was thinking of.
I like it. And see, that's what I'm saying. And for me, I've just chosen the burpee aspect because I think that's going to get me a lot closer to my goals a lot faster.
Yep.
Now, for some people, it could actually be running miles. For some people, it could be push-ups. It could be sit-ups. It could be It could be walking, walking.
Yeah.
So, you may just be getting started, but you want to count for every half mile you walk, maybe 10 miles on a map, or vice versa. So you can mix and match to make it fit, what you're thinking. I don't know. Anyway, this actually came to me in the shower the other morning. I was thinking, because that's where I do a lot of my thinking, in the shower. And so I was trying to figure out a way to try to tie everything in. I was like, but I've always said, you always put that goal out there. For us, a lot of times it may be a Spartan race or a ninja competition or something like that. But we're getting back to basics right now, and so and it's kind of opened my eyes up a little bit to some of the other things that I want to do outside of the fitness arena. But at the same time, I can still tie it in, and it'll keep me motivated to do that. So
that's pretty cool. This is not the episode I was thinking about, but this is good. I like it. It's way too. Not Rick and Robert but I like the way you're thinking. I like the way you're putting things together. Absolutely, I can see it taking off. I can see people saying, "Hey, I'm just going across town," so every foot or half mile or whatever, and say you're going to do it by foot or by car or whatever. This gives you something to look forward to in the future. Say, I'm actually going to do it now, and I know all the spots along my route. And wherever I stop, I'm good to go.
I like the whole Appalachian Trail thing, and especially there's probably some places out west, like a Grand Canyon trip or maybe a Yosemite trip. Of course, those are things that I'm not very familiar with. But then if you're trying to get yourself prepared to do that, you want to be physically able to enjoy that once you get there.
Oh, yeah.
And for a lot of folks, it's just jump on a plane and get there. But for me, it's destination situations. I think is a good way to put it.
Well, it's good to put that motivational goal out there. You have a point that you want to go to, and you're going to try and get to that point somehow. So it is your new goal, as opposed to all these races that in the future. Who knows in 6 months from now if they're going to be caught up and be able to do everybody's race that wants to do these races. They may still have these stipulations put in play. I can't see myself running a mud run with a face mask on. That's just me. Yeah. But we don't know what the new normal is going to be
and
yet.
Everybody's doing all these virtual races and the virtual workouts. It's like, and I know my social media feeds, I'm very blessed to have just a ton of athletes in there. And much like ourselves, we've been doing the fitness videos, and I've seen just so many, just where we're in the world, so many people. I've seen everybody's got their own spin on a video for their own area, for their own genre of people, if you will, their own groups and such. And so I don't know. I was just thinking something that was a little bit more outside the box, a little bit more out of the routine than just.
That's nothing like us outside the box.
Yeah, just something that everybody's we're
seen
showing
the
up and
box
doing a
in
workout. Like I see myself. I will be if I go into my little workout spot and I see that map and I've got my pen and my tack on it, and I'm headed towards a bigger goal, because man going to be in Key West, man going to want to show up and he going to want to be there.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. It's something to think about. It's something to think about. So
That's cool.
What you think, Rob? Pretty good.
Let's
pretty
do
good.
it.
All right.
Let's do it.
So I guess we would thank you for hanging out, just floating around our idea a little bit. So Robert, I'm gonna go back and check out my Roadmap Fitness and see, and try to get a map and post it in my
Cool.
in my workout little situation there.
Keep us updated.
I will.
Tell me what I got to do and
I-
where I got to go, where I'm traveling to next.
Absolutely, and see in the mileage, you just how it corresponds, but makes it effective. You don't want to I know if you're going across the pond but you're talking like 10,000, that's going to be a lot of whatevers, and so be sure to pace it and brace it effectively to get to where to make it realistic. I think that's where I'm at.
All right.
Cool.
And you're doing burpees.
I'm
We have it
gonna-
on camera.
I'm going to do burpees, and yes, it's going to happen.
Good deal.
I've done a lot of research on how to get out of doing burpees, and because they don't hurt me, I just dislike them, and so that is not a reason not to do them. So
Yeah, the first week is not fun, but after that you're good.
it's going to be horrible. I think I found a technique that actually works for me, and it keeps me interested. I'm very all over the map when it comes to exercising. It's hard to nail down. So cool.
Awesome.
All right.
Very
So,
cool.
so Roadmap Fitness, Point to Point Fitness. We'll keep you going on what we're doing. If you think it's a cool idea, comment down below. If you need some help, or you think you'd like to do some kind of roadmap point to point fitness thing, and you need just a little input, I'm sure we could brainstorm something. So message something down below. Be sure to like, subscribe, and we'll hit
We'll
you up.
follow you on your journey. You follow us on ours, and we'll just keep trugging along.
We'll just keep on keeping on.
Trugging.
Is that Joe Dirt? Keep on keeping on.
Okay, we're gonna keep on keeping on. That's right.
Keep on keeping on.
All right, there, Dirt Boy. Dirt
I
Tang.
went as Joe Dirt Halloween one time. I used to have the long hair, crushed. It had the bibs. It was massive. It was massive. So just keep on keeping on.
Keep on keeping on.
All right, Rick and
Robert,
do stuff. Check back with us, guys. Pew 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 pew.